Hi, I'm Carly Bell, and welcome to my craft room. Today I am super excited to be showing y'all that we finally built the craft desk that I talked to you about in one of my previous videos. So as you know, I have this really pretty craft desk behind me with my pegboard and my table, and I have all my storage of my fabric and my blanks. But I wanted to build a large L desk directly across from this table. So today I will be sharing with you the process of how we built it and how I organized it in the end with all of my machines. But ultimately what we did was we used a already made design from the Handmade-Haven, and I will link the post to her blog down below. And we kind of combined two of her designs. She had a farmhouse L desk, and then she had another farmhouse regular desk. And we combined those two designs to make what ultimately came out to be my desk, and then we modified it to fit my room because it's a pretty large desk. So I hope you like today's video, and stay tuned to see what it looks like. So here is my very high-tech design and layout description of the desk that I had in my head. So we modified the desk that I told you about earlier to make it fit the area that I wanted. So the longer side is 8 feet long, and then the shorter side is 6 feet 9 inches to form the L. And the short end of the L also has a shelving unit. The entire desk is at counter height, which is 36 inches tall, and we used MDF board to make the countertop. So we bought a 4 foot by 8 foot board, cut it directly in half. I think it was a little bit wider than 4 feet, so we had 24.5 inches deep for the counter for both sides of the desk. And everything shown in this picture is 2x4s, with the exception of the the shelving unit. We use a couple 2x2s in there, and all of that will make more sense a little bit ahead in the video, so I hope you understand. Here we are showing the cut boards and assembled boards for the ends of the table. So we will have 3 sets of these all together, but they are 36 inch tall 2x4s joined together by 3 15.5 inch 2x4s, which are then pocket hole drilled together. So here is going to be the end of one of the pieces of the L desk where we're going to have shelves. So there will be shelf here and shelf here. So previously I showed you the end cap, which is 2x4, 2x4, and then going across. These are 36 inches high, and these are, I think, 20. How wide are the pieces in the middle?
17 this away, and these are 15 and a half.
15 and a half, okay.
That's, leave 1 inch gap on both sides of the MDF board.
So yeah, so
that I cut in half to make the whole shelf. One board.
So you're going to make 2. Altogether you have 1, 2, 3 that look just like this. Then he made another one. The only difference was, instead of he used 2x4 here, but then used 2x2 and 2x2 here. So once you have these 2 outer frames, then you can join them together, and that's these pieces. So 2x4, 2x2, 2x4, and then same thing on this side. 2x2, no, 2x4, 2x2, 2x4, and all of this is done with pocket holes. And then he went ahead and pre-drilled some pocket holes here and here to attach the countertop once we have that in. So that is it. And then the last thing he has to do is he is going to put in some 3/4 inch plywood, and it's going to fit in Craig jig pocket hole directly into these sides here, here, and here. Same thing down here. So this is 17 inches wide, I think. All right.
Okay, so this is the shelf. It goes a long way that away, and then it makes an L to come back to this away, and that is a little storage compartment right there. That's all going to be Craig jigged in with these pieces right here going in this way. Same with the front. Now I have one at the top and one at the bottom going in, coming into this desk, this long piece right here, which is going to be stood up. One going here to there, and I'm going to have exact same one on the other side, coming across the top, one coming across the bottom, and one going flat in the middle, which is this one right here, to box it in. Now I might put some braces in between the middle one and the outside ones on the top before I put my countertop on top of it. Let's make a little craft desk. And I might have to put another support beam right here where this L shape makes. See how much support I need going down right there for the table itself. Other than that, lots of Craig jigs.
Pocket holes.
Pocket holes.
Pocket holes.
And clamps.
And clamps. Hey guys, now we are going to start assembling the desk, and we're going to explain to you how we're putting it together and what sizes we're doing specific for my room. So stay tuned. So the first step was to take our end cap, which was already put together, and use 2.5 inch Craig jig pocket hole screws to connect the two end caps with the back brace, which is about 8 feet long. Then we added a bottom brace to both ends, and we used a level to make sure everything was right and flush along the top as well. And so now this is the front part of the desk going in. So now this frame is pretty much done. Next, we started on the other side of the L part of the desk by taking the shelving unit, which was already assembled, and connecting it with 2 upper braces and 1 lower brace. And again, this is all done with 2.5 inch Craig jig pocket hole screws. Next, we added a middle support beam on the long part of the desk. And after that, I started priming. I primed the whole desk, even the parts that you wouldn't see per se when you're standing up looking at the desk, just in case I'd ever turn it around or do anything else. But this is the whole thing. I have some things on the floor there that we hadn't drilled in yet, but I wanted to go ahead and get it primed. The boards for the shelves, some extra braces for legs in the back, and some extra supports. And then next I decided to go with a pink color to match my pegboard that I already have in my craft room, and I painted everything pink. And my little girl supervised the entire time. Here we added 4 more short support beams to give it a little bit extra strength on the counter, and we installed the shelves using 3/4 inch L brackets. Here we added some extra boards to help connect the counter to the top part of this part of the frame. Here's what it looked like once we attach both pieces of the countertop, one the long length and one the short length, and also you can see the 2 extra leg supports we added to the back of the desk. Before we started assembling the frame, we pre-drilled pocket holes in all of the perimeter of the frame so that we could attach the countertop using this once we were ready. The final thing that we did was add some trim to cover up the rough edges of the MDF board, and we just used 3/4 inch trim and cut it at a 45-degree angle. So here is the finished product of the desk. I think the paint turned out really good. I'm really happy with it. I'm still trying to figure out storage for down here and see, you know, how much I actually can put down there without getting in my way. This is a bar stool from an old bistro set I had, and I have 3 more of them, so I might put another one here. I might paint them. I have another bar stool from an old set that I'm thinking about that has a back and a cushion. But as far as my machines go, I think that they fit pretty nicely. I sewed a few masks sitting right here, and I just pull the pedal out and it worked pretty nicely. The serger pedal has kind of a short cord, so I have to play around with that. I might have to pull it to where the cord comes out the front and down when I want to use it, so I'm gonna see about that. And I haven't used the embroidery machine sitting here yet, but I think it's gonna work nicely. And I decided to put the computer here and the heat press here so that I can be next to the embroidery machine while I am working, and I can visualize the design using Brilliance on my laptop. I have my threads back here for now, and I'm hoping to get some floating shelves across this whole wall up here. So eventually I'll put my threads up there, and also my other sewing notions and things like that, and some other craft things. And I set up my silhouette here. I just so happen to have these baskets that fit very nicely on my shelves with some extra fabric and blanks and my pressing pads. And I just put together this cart here. I haven't figured out what I'm going to store in it yet, or if I should get another one to put over here, so we'll see. This table is going to come down, and I'm going to put back my rolling cart that my silhouette used to be on with all my craft stuff. And I think I'm going to put this file cabinet in this corner here. And then I just have to figure out storage for my other papers. Some of that stuff I still need to go through and probably throw away. And now you can see in relation to the my other craft table that I always use. So, and then this is my craft closet where I have a bunch of stuff in. I'll show you another day on how I organize my vinyl scraps and my ribbon. And that's it, guys. I'm really happy with the way it came out. Still have a few finishing touches to do, like caulking the nail holes on the trim, and I'm gonna put some caulk here and where the ends meet, and then I'll touch up the white paint. My husband, we ran out of molding, so we still need to buy some more and fill in this piece here. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I know I am not by any means an expert of explaining how to build furniture, but I did the best that I can. My husband did an awesome job by me showing him a picture of what I wanted and made it. So thank you so much, Chris. But anyway, if you like today's video, please give it a thumbs up and click subscribe if you are interested in learning more about it. I promise I am better at explaining embroidery. Also, crafting with vinyl and using the silhouette as well. So if you're interested in crafting with either one of those, and also I'm starting to sew a little bit more too, but I started a Facebook group for help and discussion and even just showing off the projects that you're making in your craft room. and I will link that down below in the description box. So I hope everyone is having a great day, and I hope that this video helped you a little bit so that you can get some inspiration on a craft desk that maybe you want to try building or organizing anything else in your craft room. So, bye.